Hi and welcome to a series of videos I'm going to do about the ASUS Eee PC. That's the little laptop that seems to be taking everybody by storm at the moment, and I've got one here. This is the black version obviously, and I thought I'd take a tour around the machine for you. There's quite a few videos on YouTube about this particular device, but I thought I'd try and go into as much detail as possible, so if you're thinking of getting one or understanding what you can use it for, then you might find this useful. And perhaps the first thing to note when you're looking at here is that I've actually got Windows XP loaded on. It comes with Xandros, which is a version of Linux, which is actually very good, but being a user of Windows, I prefer to put Windows on there, so I got a copy and put it on there. One of the problems is, how do you actually put Windows on to this device, because there's no CD drive. Well, I'll talk a little bit about how I did that in a minute, but I thought what we'll do first of all is just have a look around the device. The first thing to say about it is that the build quality is absolutely excellent. It's very, very solid, very solid. Looking at pictures on the ASUS website or videos on YouTube, the actual quality of the plastics is difficult to tell. I can tell you that it is very, very good indeed, and above all, the actual plastics for the screen itself are very, very strong indeed. Just to give you an idea of how much protection they put on the screen itself, if you see the device is open here, it's actually very, very top heavy, and the reason for that is that they put so much plastic and screen protection around here and obviously on the rear case, that it's got a lot more materials looking after the screen than you've got on the bottom section of the laptop, so it does make it a little bit top heavy. On the other hand, no bad thing if you're going to protect your screen. Let's have a quick look on the underside here. Really the only thing of note is this, which is the plate which you can remove to put additional memory in. There's only one memory SIM slot in there. It comes with half a gig, 512 meg, but you can put another couple of gigabytes in there, single slab of memory. The other thing to notice is that you've got a little sticker here, which effectively the idea was if that sticker is broken, then your ASUS Eee PC warranty is void. Well, actually ASUS have relented on that. You can replace the memory yourself. You'd obviously have to break that in order to get at the other screw. There's one of them there, and the other screw is underneath that sticker. If you do break that sticker, it will not, as I understand, violate your warranty. I'm pretty sure that's worldwide, but you may want to check, double check before doing so. As I say, nothing else of great note here. This is the battery along here, a 3-cell battery, and you've got a lock switch there, and also an additional lock switch there, so the battery doesn't fall out. A couple of rubber feet on the battery, so it stands very flat and firm on the desk surface. As I say, other than that, just noting the vents there, which is important. It does actually get quite warm, so make sure you don't cover those vents if you can help it. Obviously when you put it on your lap you're going to a certain extent, but no great problem. Okay, I'll go to the right hand side of the machine, and you can see there you've got an Ethernet port and a USB port. You have a vent which is for the fan. The fan is very, very quiet indeed, so that won't be buzzing away in your ear. And then you've got jacks for the microphone and external speakers. Just a quick view of the front. Actually nothing there at all. That silver bit there is actually the mouse buttons. We'll look at that in a minute. And the LED indicator that's flashing away there is just telling me it's on standby. I've just popped the lid closed, so I've not switched it off, and that just tells you it's on standby when it flashes like that. And on the right hand side you have got the slot for, sorry, the left hand side, I don't know what I'm talking about, it's the right hand side, that's the SD card slot, and then you've got another 2 USB ports, and one thing which I think is absolutely excellent, you've even got a VGA port, so you can put a standard monitor on it if you wanted to. And then you've got a slot for the Kensington lock, and a nice finishing touch piece of brushed aluminium just housing the end of the lid hinges there. Okay, if we open the device up, just start at the top. You've got a power switch there, which also acts as a standby switch if you want to alter it to standby rather than power on and off. Full size keyboard, well I say it's not full size in terms of the size of the keys, but it's certainly got all the normal keys that you would expect on a typical keyboard. All nicely arranged, very positive, takes a little bit of getting used to. As I say, the actual keys are pretty small. I'll just put my finger up there just for a size comparison, but you can see no great problems there. You've got the function key there, which allows you to get to the additional function keys. So you've got the Z there, which allows you to put the machine into hibernation rather than putting the lid down. You can switch the wireless on and off, screen brightness up and down, you can go from LCD to monitor, and so on and so forth. There's sound, mute, sound volume up and down, number lock, scroll lock, and so on and so forth, all the usual stuff that you'd expect. And finally we've got a normal trackpad. Again, it's very small, but no problems at all. It's very, very sensitive, and the mouse keys, for want of a better description, is just this chrome plated bar here, and it's just left and right clicks like that, as you'd expect on a full-size laptop. So it's all fully loaded there. And at the top of the screen we have got a webcam, and behind that little grill there's also an LED, so when the webcam is in operation, a little green LED lights up to show that it's being used. It's worth looking at the power supply, and you can see here it's just like an ordinary little power supply unit. So it's not a very large item to have to carry around, rather like the power bricks you'd have to with a standard laptop. You see I've got a UK adapter on there, which is the way it came, but if I just take that off, okay, so that's the UK adapter removed, and underneath you can see you've got pins that come out for, I believe that will be for American systems. And for the Americans, that's makes it even smaller and neater, because they just pop away like that, and it makes it a lot more portable. Unfortunately, I've got to use this guy. Let's go back to the machine again, and just look at the lights here on the front. That is the power light. That one is the battery charge light. That illuminates orange when it's charging, and when it's fully charged it just goes out. The next one is the hard disk drive light, and the blue light there indicates that the wireless is active. Incidentally, it just stays constantly on, so when you are on wireless it doesn't sort of flash to show any activity while you're uploading or downloading data at all. It just stays on all the time, so that's just purely to indicate that the wireless is in operation. Okay, so I think we'd better leave it there just for the moment, because we're coming up to the maximum time limit on this video, and we'll talk a little bit more about how we got XP on there, and show you a bit about the operation of it. So that's part one. Thank you for now.